Hello friends, how are you doing? And I pray the Most High God will perfect everything that concerns you in the mighty name of Jesus. I want to welcome you to another episode of the video review, Lessons to Learn. That is, we're picking life lessons from the things that are happening to the people around us or across the globe. And with the blessing of the internet, we can have access to some of these things that were captured on camera. A review is restricted to the lessons to be learned from these videos. This is a video about a guy who's proposing to his girlfriend. This time around now, he's making this proposal in a very sensitive place during a sensitive event. Don't let me go too far. Let's see the videos together. Right, that's as the video is funny, right? Okay, but what do we have to learn from this video? Take note of these things before we go to the lesson. There is a wedding going on. The chief bridesmaid is the girl that the boyfriend is proposing to, and this is done in the church. Also, we also have the pastor reacting to this incident. So what do we have to say? Please make sure you comment below. Let me know how you feel beyond what I'm going to be analyzing. You may have your interpretation from another perspective so that everybody can learn from you also by reading the comments. So kindly comment below what you feel, what you think, and your comments. All right, now my review. The proposal. There's nothing wrong, guys. There's nothing wrong proposing to someone you love. There's nothing wrong at all. Okay. So the guy has done nothing wrong for attempting to propose to this lady. Probably they've been dating, they've been friends, or definitely there has been a connection. They are not novice. These are not strangers. They are both not strangers to each other. So that is established, telling you the fact that before you make up your mind or go ahead to say you want to propose to someone or you want to accept the proposal of someone, make sure you're not accepting the proposal of a stranger. And guys, make sure you're not proposing to a stranger. So that is established already. Secondly, the timing of the proposal is totally wrong. There's just no reason to beat around the bush over this. The timing of the proposal is extremely wrong because a wedding is ongoing. Probably he's also a friend to the couple. If it's not, the girlfriend is definitely. He was invited. You know, it's a clique of friends. Now the pastor was still on the pulpit officiating for the wedding of the couple, and here you are behind, you definitely, you know, as the guy that this is going to cause a scene, okay, because there was somebody with a phone or with a camera capturing the moment. And fortunately or unfortunately for him, there is a church member close by. You saw the lady that was saying, you can't do that. This is a church. You can't do that. This is a church. So there is no how you are going to do something like that during such a sensitive ceremony and you won't get all attentions on you. Okay, definitely you're going to disrupt the ongoing service. Okay, so it doesn't really make sense. The timing is totally wrong. So that was what the pastor responded to. The pastor had to leave the pulpit. Though within the frame of this video, we didn't see the pastor right on the pulpit, but at least we saw the microphone and Absolutely, when he stepped down to come address the guy, there was no other pastor that was talking again. So definitely he probably was the officiating pastor. So the pastor's attention got taken. It was right from the pulpit that the pastor was already talking, that you can't do that, she's my daughter, you can't do that, she's my daughter. And that also got me thinking, okay, apart from that, he has the right to say no, you don't do things like this here. So the question I would love to ask in that regard, in response to that, is the pastor coming to intervene or intercept because the girl in question is her spiritual daughter or her biological daughter? Is that the reason? Or is because the guy is doing it the wrong way by, causing distraction to the service going on in the church? Is that the reason? Okay, I want you to really comment below what you think about that. So the pastor comes around to say, you don't do that, sorry, you don't do that, she's my daughter. And eventually he gave us the reason why he's stopping the proposal. Number one reason, she's my daughter. 2, I'm not aware of this relationship. 3, if this relationship, you want to marry this girl or you want to do anything, you have to come to me. These are the things we pick up from the pastor's reaction and statement to the young man. So, she's my daughter, you can't do that. He started saying that right from the pulpit. When he came closer, I'm not aware of this relationship. If you want to, start engagement or start a relationship, you have to come to me. So these are the reasons the pastor is stopping this proposal. Now, if you were in the pastor's shoes, how will you react? Please kindly comment below. Let someone learn from you and let's see your perspective. Let's put all these things together. From my end, I just feel the guy got it wrong by going right there. He could have done it during reception. It would have been so fantastic. If there's going to be any reception, after the wedding, or maybe during photography, for those that do that after the wedding instead of during the service. I when I was seeing this video, checking through the video, and I started thinking on behalf of the guy that what are his intentions? What was it that he really wanted to achieve by doing it at that moment, that sensitive, odd moment? And I observed that there are some guys that are so social and lively. They don't just want their proposal to just go like that. And their intention wanting to impress the lady, let it be a double ceremony. I just try to put myself in his shoes for choosing to do that at that time. That okay, maybe everybody in the church, these are his assumptions, I think so. Maybe everybody in the church will just jump up and the pastor will say, this is what we have been praying for. Oh no, my daughter will be getting married, and you will pray for them. Maybe these are the things that crossed his mind. Now listen to this, guys. You have to know that every setup, every organization, family, church, in case you are getting married to someone who is not from your church, know that they have established rules and principles that guide the things they do. If you want to really, if you are really in love and you really want to impress your partner, obey these rules. Sincerely, don't break the rules that she loves, she appreciates, and she's under the same law. Don't break it for her sake. It's called being disrespectful. All right, you could see the lady, his face. Her face, the way she reacted. It was as if she was just ashamed. She was embarrassed because everybody's attention in the church was on that scene. Okay, and if they were already dating, the pastor was knowing for the first time, that would be very embarrassing. In case he had a very close relationship with her pastor, if she has a very close relationship with her pastor is getting to know about her relationship that is about to, lead to marriage for the first time. It's an embarrassing thing for her. Okay, so, and it's unfortunate. So, and now let me talk about the pastor. I wouldn't judge pastor for taking that step, because this is his church, and there are things that are allowed and there are things that are not allowed, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's not your own church. He's the presiding pastor, so that he has that. Let's give it to him. But another thing is, even though this lady is your spiritual daughter, to what extent can you go to stop what she could do as an adult, despite the fact that you're the spiritual parent or father, you're the spiritual authority? To what extent can your pastor go to make you accept or reject or stop proposal or do? Will I say, if this proposal was done during the reception where the pastor was it possible that we were going to have the same reaction from the pastor? I doubt it, definitely. It's possible we don't get that from him. But now this is his territory, and you are in his territory, and he doesn't know what is going on, and of course he will react that way. But on the other way around, if you are not doing it in the church there, probably pastor will never react like that. Maybe later on pastor can call the spiritual daughter, this lady, to say, you've been in a relationship as an adult, you didn't tell your pastor. There's nothing wrong telling your pastor, most especially if you're close. He's been praying along with you, praying along with every single lady or guy, praying that everybody will be happily married one day. So if you get the testimony, all right, and I understand that some of you might want to wait till you are sure about what is going on with the relationship. But if you know this person is a Christian, you can tell people you trust to pray along with you. Okay, yeah, let them pray along with you and all those things, in case you don't want to tell anybody about it. But don't go into a secret relationship. I advise, don't go into your secret relationship. Let people of understanding, of wisdom, know what is going on in a relationship where you are, so that in case anything funny happens, you will really be able to tell, to ask for help from people who already know about what is going on. So don't make your relationship as an adult, don't make it a secret one if you have nothing to hide. All right, so that is that. So young men, obey the law of the territory. That is a nice way to really respect the lady. Okay, it's gonna be, the proposal is supposed to be a surprise, I understand, but please choose the right place, the right time. Look at the environment. These are the things you should not ignore while trying to impress her during your proposal. So that is my point. We have nothing to say about the lady because she didn't say anything and she's just there. No, if you are the lady, how will you react? Comment below. Let me hear from you as the lady how you will react. And now, after this scenario, what happens to that relationship? I really need to talk about that before we go. Now that the guy is embarrassed, but I love something that pastor did. Pastor kept emphasizing, sorry, I am sorry. As pastor was making his intention for stopping the proposal known to him, he was still apologizing. He repeatedly, I hope I'm not embarrassing you. I'm so sorry. I should know about this. Sorry. That was a very fantastic thing. I almost forgot to talk about that. A very fantastic thing. Pastor managed that situation with full respect. While this video was going on, was everywhere, I read people's comments on that, the platform where they were posted. Some people attacked the pastor badly. Okay, I am not for or against. I just want us to pick lessons that will make our lives better from the things we see around us. From my own angle, pastor did nothing wrong because this guy is in his territory. But if he's not, and the pastor is still trying to stop the relationship, that is when I will say, no, sir, you can't do that. It's wrong. All right. I guess pastor is reacting this way because of the timing and the location. So pastor did nothing wrong there, please. But if you are a spiritual leader and then people trust you with what is going on as adults in their private lives, most especially concerning their marital relationship or romantic relationship, please be very sensitive the way you address their matters with them. When someone trusts you with their lives, if you tell them, do this thing and it's wrong, to some extent, some people will trust you to that level whereby they will do it because it's coming from you. Okay, let's be so sensitive with what we tell people when they trust us. Okay, and I pray it shall be well in the mighty name of Jesus. After this scenario, what happens to this relationship? If this happened to you, what would you do as the guy? After this scenario, as the lady, what will you do? Please comment below. But this is what I would advise. Just meet in a neutral location. The guy needs to apologize. Sincerely, the guy needs to apologize. Or that's just it. The guy needs to apologize to the lady. From my own perspective, that is exactly what I would say. That and the lady needs to really appreciate the guy for taking that bold step. Also, taking the bold step to want to make your proposal to me a spectacular one. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, this was how it worked. I still love you. Okay. If he wants to make the proposal right there, he should, do it. And, you should even love each other. And as believers, please go on with that relationship. And I pray the Lord will give you wisdom in the mighty name of Jesus. So this is what I have to say with this video. I'll be coming up in the 3rd episode with another video that we can review. Please pass your comments below. Let me know what you think. And I'll be seeing you some other time. God bless you. Please like this page. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.